All right, guys, welcome back. I'm glad to be on another episode with my good buddy and lifelong companion, Travis McDonald. Welcome back. It has been a while, and not because of you, because I haven't asked.
Oh, I know.
I haven't had
Life's
you.
been crazy.
Yeah, it has.
Life's
It's
crazy.
Typical summer, right?
Yeah, I mean, hibernation, don't want to do anything in the summer when it's 100. What was it, last week? Or the week before it was 112 one day?
Yeah, a couple days, I think.
Man, it was miserable.
I wonder if that was when I was gone to...
It may have been.
I mean, we've hit them multiple times.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that was actually in that rodeo camp, wasn't it? It was like that week where the girls' rodeo camp. It was like
that.
Sarah told me it was like
horrible.
113 up there in Arbuckle. Yeah, but I kind of feel like we're getting a little bit like we're getting past that like halfway mark through the summer. Like we still got a lot to go. But I mean, what is today?
19th.
July 8th. Oh, it's the 19th.
19th, yeah.
So I mean, we're getting close to be done with July.
Yeah, we got 3 months.
Yeah,
basically close to 3 months.
Yeah, like dead on.
Not sure what the
I got some
exact start date is.
I got some plans before that.
Well, not really. I mean, before that, there's other places we could.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 months.
Yeah,
I'm sitting at like 2 from when I'm gonna go do some stuff. Out of state, like earlier season. It's like a vet junior hunt. So, anyways, what else has been going on besides just work? Just a bunch of OT, probably, huh?
Work, a little bit of overtime. Yeah. I've been doing any taxidermy because I don't want to roast in my garage.
Well, and the birds dry out, probably.
Yeah, they dry out so fast. Yeah. Reverting back to my childhood. Bought a bicycle.
Yeah.
I had one as a kid.
Yeah.
Drove.
Little trick bike. Travis is a trick bike.
3 hours to pick it up.
Was it really one way?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got it.
That's cool.
What brand is it again? Redline?
A Redline.
Yeah. Travis, unbeknownst
freestyle
to everybody.
Redline bike.
Do you have any like pictures or videos of you doing tricks?
I got old videos.
You do?
Back
of you
when I
doing
was
tricks?
a kid.
Yeah. We're gonna have to put
It's
some of
old
those up
school
on the channel.
VHS.
Or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
with my perm. Yeah.
Well, I'll have to get those from your mom and like
My 80s
somehow
clothes.
dub them into one of our videos.
Yeah.
Travis could do some pretty cool. Well, you probably still can, right? Didn't you say you think?
I don't know. My balance isn't what it used to be.
Yeah.
I think I could do some stuff still. I don't know. We'll see when I get.
What about the one where you kick the bike all the way around? Is that a tough one?
I could probably do that once.
Just
maybe.
timing, huh?
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. So you're rebuilding that bike. Little taxidermy when it's not as bad, but it's kind of slowed down just because it's so hot, right?
Not that I don't have stuff to do. It's just been so hot.
Yeah.
I mean, uninsulated garage, which we've talked about that before. No AC, which we've talked about before.
For years.
So, yeah. And then you just been working, so we haven't had a chance to do any of this stuff.
We passing at church, hi, bye.
Yeah, pretty much.
Once in a while, a phone call, but it's like, I don't know. I think it's sometimes I've noticed over the years, the less you talk about, just talk, the less you're having to think of how long you have left till like where it cools down. You're doing stuff that's fun. It's almost like you're just getting through it. Yeah. Right? Like you just kind of keep your nose down and get your stuff done because you know.
Yeah. I mean, I've thought about duck hunting, but not in depth, Seen some honkers fly over the house the other day. I was like, oh, that's the first ones I've seen in weeks.
Yeah.
I was just so hot they don't want to fly or molting or I don't know. There's about 7 or 8 flew over. But, yeah, that's about the only thing I've seen lately.
Yeah.
I think you guys took a trip between the last time we did a podcast and picked up something nice. And
yeah. We kind of talked about I think we talked about that a little bit on the last episode, but we haven't really done an in detailed thing. But, yeah, we got the gator tail, 60-hour round trip. It was
marathon.
It was a marathon, but got it done. Sitting out there, get to look at it every day. It's actually torture. Thomas didn't think it was. I've already said this on the podcast before, but I said Thomas didn't. He didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, I go, do you know how much torture it is having to drive up every day and see this boat here, and I can't do nothing.
Can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm not getting able to do anything. I don't know. I didn't think nothing of it. And I was like, okay. So now I send him pictures all the time what I see. So he has to, because when you look at it, you think about duck hunting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You just see, what'd you think when you saw it?
It's like, I'm not used to having a boat in your front yard.
Right.
Since you sold.
And what'd you think about?
Sold the old
Cajun.
Raging Cajun. Purple Cajun. The Raging Purple Cajun, whatever it was. Yeah. We had a lot of fun on that boat.
Yeah, we did. You caught some PBs, some big fish on that boat too.
Yeah, so
I mean,
seen that
your
one.
biggest.
Yeah, seen that sitting there. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Twice, huh?
Just boat.
You caught your biggest striped bass or striped bass.
Uh,
Shows how long I've been.
I know, huh?
Largemouth
and spotted
bass. Why in the world did I say striper?
Yeah,
what was the spotted was like a
5.4.
Yeah, and then
and the other one was
largemouth was
7.6.
Yeah, both on the
Raging Cajun. Yeah,
purple. And then I caught mine. I think 5.8. Talon caught a 5.9.
Yeah,
we had a lot of fun.
That was a blast.
I do kind of miss that. We'll set it up for a trolling motor next year because it's got the mount thing. You just got to wire it.
Oh, really?
Probably should have had them wired in, but we didn't know, like, are we going to use it indefinitely? Do we want to sell it by NC? Like, I don't know. We're just staying open-minded.
Yeah.
I'm sure we won't, but just staying open-minded about it. But yeah, so looking at that every day. Oh, that's your phone ringing, I think. Probably work, huh?
Probably.
So who cares?
Well, I'm off work right now.
Yeah, you're off, so.
Yeah.
All right, well, this episode, and just kind of giving you guys a little pre-update of what's going on in our world. Hopefully you guys are having as good of a summer as you can have because it is summer, and I don't think there's a single duck hunter that really likes summer. I mean, I know there's stuff we can do, fish and coyote hunt, and, there's things we can stay busy doing, but in all reality, we all know that we like the cold weather, the storms, ducks locked up in our face. So we're going to go through the Wildfowl, the brand new gear issue, the ultimate equipment guy is what it says on the front. This is a big one. I was telling Travis, I was telling you, I think this might be the biggest one and the most new stuff I've seen out of any of these issues. We usually do this every year. It's the August 10th, 2021.
196-page ultimate.
It's a lot. Guide. So I think we are going to, we'll just see what we get through. We might make this 2 episodes, kind of just go through some stuff in here. So let's just start out on page 1 and right off the gate. I know Matt from My Prairie Sportsman's going to get all pumped out because Mojo just came out with some coot, 2 ripplers and a static decoys.
Is that a life goal for him to shoot one?
He just kind of goes, he just messes around. No, but he's just messing around. Like he's always talking about how coots, which we agree. I mean, it's a confidence decoy, whether or not it brings him in anymore. Just kind of a joke, running joke. But anyways, one to start. Let me get over here. I haven't read all these articles yet. I just kind of skimmed through it, but man, there was so much new stuff in here. Let me get to the. I mean, maybe you already did that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to go over. I'm not gonna talk about that either. So Savage, have they always had a shotgun?
I think Savage has had shotgun.
I almost feel like that was a shotgun I had.
Too much.
No, you don't.
I mean, not.
It's called the Renegade. Has that always been around? I don't feel like it has.
I don't know. I know Savage has been around for a long time.
Well, let's talk about this first. On page 17, it's an advertisement, but again, let me say a couple of things real quick since it's in here. Eukanuba Performance Blend 30/20. It's a sport dog blend. They've supported us. They've given us dog food over the last couple of years, but I will say this again. I was feeding Rocky this before that ever happened, and I switched from Purina Pro Plan to this, and it was a game changer for different things. Number one, them going to the bathroom. When a dog takes more than 3 dumps a day, you better probably check the dog food because it's not staying in his system. It's not giving the nutrients he needs. He's just pooping it all out. There's no way you should be clean. I thought that was normal. I was cleaning up 6 dumps a day.
Not getting the absorption.
That is not good because he's not getting the protein. He's not getting the fats like he should. When I switched, and the Chris Aiken, you guys know how I swear by Chris Aiken's training DVDs. I know there's other good ones out there. He's the one that said this is what he feeds all his dogs. And, man, it was overnight when I started feeding Rocky this. Not only did he get more muscular, but he also was like 1 or 2 dumps a day. So he's absorbing. And you have to feed less, which I'm not trying to be a tightwad and, I can make a bag of food last longer. But it's just the fact he's absorbing the protein. And when we're hunting, dude, he does so much better than he used to. He used to get whooped by the second day.
Do you feed him more during hunting season since he's more active?
I do. So like right now when he's very sedentary, is that the right?
Yeah, sedentary. Yeah, it's hot. He's probably just laying down a lot.
2 cups a day. And you think, man, you're starving that dog because he's a 90-pound dog.
Yeah.
But that's what the vet said. The vet knows what Rocky's eating. When we're hunting, if it's moderate work and it's a moderate day and we shoot maybe 14 birds or something like that, it's not too crazy long of a day, I'll give him probably like 5 cups, 6 cups. I've fed him up to like 8 to 10 cups when we have a long day and it's like 21, 28 birds. Like that day we went out there, shot those cinnamons, you and your dad and Taylor and me and Thomas. He got like 10 cups that day. And it was super muddy.
Thicker mud, yeah.
Lots of work up to above his chest.
Thick tulies to go to find the birds.
Yep. So, anyways, that dog food has been a game changer for him. I swear by that stuff. And it doesn't matter if they give it to me or not. I'm buying it as soon as that stops. That gets cut off. So, one thing, a little advertisement. I guess this whole book is if you think about it. But page 18, the high and dry waders. I know a couple guys that are sponsored by them, and they've got the what's that called? Kevlar. So if you see right there on that page, from like above his knee down is like called Kevlar. So it's like super tough and durable. So I know like if you guys are trying to look into some affordable waders, I do know those do very well. High and Dry is the brand, and man, Thomas works with them, and they just seem like the nicest guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're over there on the East Coast, I believe, somewhere. I could be wrong, but maybe down the Gulf. I can't remember.
I hadn't heard of them previously.
Yeah, last year was the first time I heard of them. But,
okay.
Then on the next page, you got the TriStar. I got a sad story about that. I've been trying to get the 28 gauge in this gun. And I ordered it, and not going to say names or nothing, but they said they ordered it, and I waited 14 days to call them up and say, hey, is my gun ready? And, oops, we didn't order it. And the bummer is everybody's on this bandwagon, right, for the sub gauges. And now I'm going to look like the guy just copying everybody, but I've been wanting to get those 28 gauge since like 2 years ago. Plus, I was wanting Vivian to shoot for junior hunt last year. I mean, it's like shooting a 22. But I'm going to get that one in the 28 gauge. You remember me with that TriStar, the over and under. But this is I've shot at this, and this is totally different. So, and I'm a Browning guy. I wish Browning would come out with a 20 and a 28, but you know how that is. I don't know what the deal is. It's like everybody has sub gauges now except for Browning. Hopefully next year, I've heard rumors, next year they might come out with the humpback and the 20. That's what I'm really hoping for.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. We got some cool, I'm not going to go over those, but waterfowl band reports. And they've got a map here on page 20, 21. It's pretty cool. In fact, I know one of the guys, number 9, he's a local guy, shot a Roscuse that was abandoned. I think it's Nunavut, Wolf Creek Nunavut, 2005. He shot it last season. No, over a year ago. He shot abandoned Ross. And Nunavut, how do you say that?
Yeah,
Nunavut.
Somewhere up there in
way up the Northlands.
High.
So that's pretty cool. It's always cool to see where those birds come from. Didn't Richard Burns shoot one? Where did he shoot one from? Was it just British Columbia?
BC.
Okay.
Yeah, British Columbia. Mm-hmm.
Someone, wasn't it last year, the year before, someone shot one from Russia or something?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
That's crazy. And that was in a refuge not too far from here, I think. But
crazy they go that far.
There's a really cool, you'll have to check this out. You can take that home, but you'll have to check out this Californian Dreamin'. It's on page 24. And these dudes just got straps full of ducks. And it's funny because me and Kevin, I think we're talking on the last podcast about look how they're dressed. It's like my grandpa used to dress.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, they dress up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of like wouldn't mind going back to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You look like, it's like the gentleman
era. It's like professional, yeah.
Professional.
Yeah.
I mean, they got derby hats, long sleeve dress sport coats. I mean, they look, I don't know. It's just a cool look. I mean, I remember my grandpa dressed like that.
They probably got white shirts on, too. I think, but ducks may not have been as smart as they are now. I don't know.
Well, and we don't know were they shooting with, were they shooting in blinds, I'm sure they were.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not dumb. Even if the ducks were not as wise, I mean, It's pretty cool if you read some of it. I read some of it talking about the Chesapeake. Well, they're talking about Chesapeake Bay to Stuttgart, Arkansas, birds over there, but then they bring on the California marshes. And this is near where we live. If you look down there.
You know I can't see anymore.
Oh, you don't got your glasses on.
It says near Merced, California. I can read that.
Yeah. So then you got the guys' names, and it's cool because it's called the Widgeon Duck Club. I don't know if it's even around still, but they were shooting 3-inch 20 gauges, the Parker brothers, and it was back in 1913. It's pretty neat. You have to read the story. I read a little bit of it, but I don't know what they mean. I know this is going to show my stupidity or just lack of knowledge, but it says, according to the tag, let's see, Parker had the shells loaded for the Widgeon boys, and according to the tag, the guns were made to shoot 7/8 ounce of number 8 chilled shot. What's that mean?
I'm not sure.
I've never heard that phrase.
I think Parkers were like, if I'm not mistaken, like really high-end guns.
But why was it chill? Why did they say chilled shot?
I don't know. That was before my time.
Sorry, boys. A lot of you probably know what that is, but anyways, pretty neat little article. It's short, but the page is pretty cool. It's like got 6 older guys and then one young boy, and they're, like you said, they're dressed and they've all got their own strap. I definitely more than 7 birds a piece. I mean, what do you think?
I can see some pintails
10 to 12 birds. Yeah, pintails. Lots of widgeon. Any shovelers in there? Shoveler.
I don't know. It's kind of dark.
Yeah. So on the next page, they got the Brownings Hot Cool Maxus number 2 Wicked Wing, but I'm a humpback guy for the Brownings. I think I've seen this floating around on Instagram and stuff. Browning just giving these people these guns to sponsoring them. Browning, you reach out whenever you want, but I'll still just ask for an A5. You're good to go on your gun, right?
Yeah, no, I just had that issue last year where the choke stripped out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it, so I had to put Loctite in there, so I got a permanent modified choke, which I only ever shoot modified anyways.
Right.
Unless it's turkey season, but then I use somebody else's gun.
Okay. I mean,
turkey.
someone wanted to give me a shoot this Maxus too, but I just like the humpback. I mean, not saying I got that 20 gauge, that Frankie. It's not a humpback, and I shoot good with it, but I just like it. It's just when you throw the gun up on your shoulder, you're
looking down the barrel.
Yeah. But all right, kind of scrolling through. It's not so much gear yet. This is kind of just there's boat blinds. There's articles on boat blinds. Going through, talking about dog training. Rocky, I just let him take some 4 or 5 months off, man. It's just so hot, and I think I've overheated him before once summer training. So unless I can get out super early in the morning when it's still cool, which, dude, this morning we flew at 6:30. It was 83 degrees already.
Oh, it was hot. Yeah, I looked at the weather this morning.
Never cooled off last night.
It didn't cool down.
And we looked up the dog days of summer. We're like, when is that really? And I guess it's 20 days before and 20 days after. So it's like a 40-day window. And I think we're in the dead center of dog days of summer right now. And it has to do with the way the stars are.
Oh, really?
And there's a star, some type of dog, a name of a dog that's a star constellation.
Oh, okay.
And when it lines up with that, that's when you're in the dog days of summer. And we're in the dead middle. So we got basically like 20 days left. And I wonder, I don't know what goes behind all that, if it's just the stars or if there's like the heat, because I feel like you don't cool off at night like you do at the beginning of summer.
Yeah.
And then the end of summer you cool off at night, right? But right now we don't.
No, it doesn't cool off at all.
So I'm thinking that might have something to do with it. But
just stay inside.
Yeah. What do you think about this decoy raft from that's the brand name, Decoy Raft. That Waterfall Platform.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, somebody must have thought it would work because they came up with the concept of it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll bet you it works. Remember when we went out diver hunting and it's just a tingle mess trying to put those decoys back in? Look, I mean, this is just one whole piece. You throw it out. I know this sinks below the water, and then you got your decoys. You're never going to tangle. I just wonder, and 1 acre. That might be something good for us to invest in. But it's cool because it says a Wildfowl 10. If you put that code in, 10% off on decoyraft.com. Get 10% off on this. I'm curious to see how much that cost.
Well, I'm curious to see how it's going to be to try out the spot that we went last year. Now that we have
the boat,
because blind. We can. It's going to be a lot better than trying to spread decoys out in a kayak.
Dude,
that didn't work out.
It's doable, but it's
and two. I think there's a lot of factors with where we're going to attempt to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, are the birds going to move, or are they just going to wrap up and not move at all?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and if you don't catch them right when they're working in the morning. Remember, it was just a little window. It's only like a...
What month did we go in? I don't even remember.
It's a good question. Man, I don't even know. I can go. Let's see what this costs. I'll look that up. Let's see what this costs. Okay, this is the Waterfall Platform. Let's see what they're charging for this thing. Here it is. Oh, $194. Oh, but I was going to say there's no, it doesn't come with any decoys. So 40 connection points. It's a 6 by 5, 6 foot by 5 foot, 18 stainless steel clips. So I guess it says 40 connection points, but you can really only clip on 18, which I mean, 18? That seems like a lot. I don't think so on that. Not by a 6 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16.
There's 17 on there.
2, 3,
for the hand.
10. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty slick. It'd be nice because it looks like you can roll it up. It's got handles on it. Throw it out there, but like you said, now that we have a boat, you almost don't really need it. But let me look at that day.
Create long lines. I don't know.
Yeah. We were playing with it last year. We haven't messed with it. That's a new game to us. But let me look when the dates were when we were out there. I got that picture of you trying to get out of that kayak.
That wasn't good.
Oh, you know what?
My back seized up.
That was so funny, dude.
I think you should invest in some of this stuff on this page right here. And I mean, I'll be the
seasonings.
I'll be the.
That's what Webster needs to come in the picture, dude. He's the one
likes
that
to be the
smokes
grill
and barbecues.
master, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember when that was. We went out there. It must have been earlier this season than I thought it was. I think it was.
I think it was November.
It's kind of stinks, dude, that we didn't go out there and do more later when we really should have been out there. I guess we kind of got sidetracked.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I have limited days that I can hunt. So I think it was during the time that when the refuge wasn't really producing. So he was like, hey, let's try this out.
Yeah.
Because if it's during, the good times, we're going to go to the
you're going to go
refuge versus going out there where we haven't.
Was that before Tom's accident? I think it was, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Man, I'm not seeing it at all. I don't know. I just looked at those pictures yesterday and was laughing to myself. Because I just remember me walking out there laughing. I was like trying to hurry and get my camera. You know how it is.
Oh, man. That wasn't good. My back hurt bad.
Have you been having back issues like you were? Man, I wish I could find that.
You know what's weird? Like today, I don't know. Like it was kind of like
stiff,
acting weird. I was like, oh, and I haven't had any problems for a long time.
Where is that picture? I don't know where it's at. It doesn't matter. I just know that we kind of were like, yeah, let's do it. When the birds really move in, let's get out there. And then we end up we didn't end up doing it. No, we did it. We did it a couple times. Me, Tal, and Thomas went once. And then me, you, and Thomas went once. And then that was kind of the end of it. But I feel like there's potential out there.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of birds out there. And there was a lot of birds when we went out there early.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they kind of went to one spot and they all just, every bird went to that point. You know what I'm saying? And then they just loaf.
Yeah, it's over.
There's no reason for them to move.
Mm-hmm. It's all over but the crying, because once they start loafing, I don't even know how good you could do in the evening. I don't know if you could do any good in the evening. Do you think? Right at sun, like, I don't know.
To me, it seems like if you had fresh birds working in, it might be better. You know what I'm saying?
In the evening?
No, just fresh birds.
No, I meant in the evening. Do you think you could do good with divers out there?
I don't know. I don't know what they do at night.
I don't either.
In the morning, unless people would scare them up, you know what I'm saying? They're going to stay in those rafts.
I think they just sit there till...
Yeah, there's no reason for them to move.
Yeah, ever.
They're all feeding in one spot.
I mean, I could be wrong, but it seems like they would never. You wouldn't really have an evening hunt. Me and Thomas did go scout one time in the evening. There was birds working around a little bit, and it was probably.
I just don't know how they transition. You know what I'm saying?
I don't either. Yeah.
How do they transition? I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh man, can't stop yawning. Man, here it is. Here, November 27th.
So it was November. Yeah, that wasn't fun. That's what I felt like. See, I felt like I was.
Oh, you're like
It hurt, man. My back was
up.
spasming. I was like, oh, this is not fun.
All right. Well, sorry about that. That was a little bit delayed
It's
there.
fine.
All right. Looks like
I shouldn't have that issue this year.
What brand is that, Travis?
Habitat? What?
This. What brand is that?
I'm not sure what page we're on. Mossy Oak, Duck Club, Mossy Oak, Shadowgrass Habitat.
Is it just?
It's just advertising Shadowgrass.
Oh,
it's Mossy
not,
Oak. It's not Decoys.
What kind of waders is that though? What brand is that?
Looks like Drake's.
Is it?
Or Banded underneath his.
That's what I was thinking. It was Banded.
His left arm.
Yeah.
Looks like Banded maybe.
All right, we're not gonna dig too in the weeds because I mean there's stuff about boat blinds and like just personal articles, but we're more kind of trying to go over the gear, I guess. Maybe we could get this done in one, just be a longer episode. What do you think about this on page? What is it? 48.
Mm-hmm.
The Super X, the SX4.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about the camo?
I mean, it's kind of looks like old school, like the bow I bought, bear camo.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
I kind of like it. I mean, it's not like,
It's
I
different.
love that. Yeah, it's just
it's
different.
different.
To me, it just reminds me of like an Army fatigues, but with a more tan in it. But I don't know. I've always picked up an SX4. I've never shot one and I've never owned one, but I picked one up when we had that Delta Waterfowl banquet 2 years ago. Or a year and a half ago, whatever, and I just throws up well up to my shoulder.
Really?
But I've never shot one.
Yeah.
I like the action. I really like the gun. I would like to shoot one, and I was really wanting to win that one. I put like, man, what did I put in for that raffle? Like $1,000.
Really?
Yeah, there was only like 10 people, and I didn't get it. I really thought I was gonna win that gun, and the guy won too. That won. I was like, seriously?
Yeah, I don't get lucky at those things.
I don't either. Actually, I did kind of win a lot of stuff on the table, but since I was the whatever you call it,
Yeah.
I just kept giving it, letting other people draw again. I didn't want to take that. I felt bad. But okay, what about this gun? A fab arm? I don't know how you
them.
huh?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
A fab arm? Fab arm? I don't know how you pronounce that.
Yeah.
Made in Italy. Actually, I seen one of these at a gun, like a trial, like a skeet place. I didn't shoot it. I don't think, but they said it's the fastest cycling semi-auto. It's a 0.31 of a second for 5 rounds, which means nothing when you're duck hunting, but I guess it sounds cool. They're expensive too. I know a couple people that have them. They said they like them. It's an XLR5.
I think they make a lot of over and unders too.
Do they?
I think
probably
so.
because it's Italian, right? They like that. It's a pretty good bag. They got look at all those Drake wood ducks. 3 dudes, like a 3-man limit.
Yeah, our wood duck hunting is kind of like
Scarce.
river floating.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get. Okay, so now we're to the gear part. I guess we could have, like you said, probably could have started there. So let's start the first gear page. You got the Dakota Decoys, and they got the new this year, the Extreme Full Body Pintails. They look good.
I think they look good.
Yeah.
I wonder if something like that would be effective, like on, a couple places that we hunt where there's like little islands, just to kind of break it up. Because if you go to the closed zones, you always see these, groups of pintails sitting on the islands. Unfortunately, you can only shoot one, but I think the more natural you can make your spread look, the better. It's just how much stuff do you want to haul out to to where you're gonna go.
Have you seen their pintails in person?
It doesn't like
their regular floaters.
ring a bell. Do they make the? I'm thinking of the company that makes the ones that they're fully flocked. You got the mallards.
Yeah, it's Dakota Decoys.
Yeah, I didn't care for the pintails.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what these are. Just
the fully flocked floaters. I didn't really care for those. They have like a.
They had fully flocked pintail.
Their heads are flocked.
Oh, just the heads for the pintails.
But I didn't really care for the how they looked. Just
they're
looking at them.
Yeah.
Their necks are really long, like super long, like giraffes.
Okay.
But these look pretty good. They look like they have a nice natural paint scheme.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't look
those
bad.
Actually, I think look pretty good.
Yeah, doesn't look bad at all.
You know, it's always like one thing you see a picture.
I know.
And then you see them in person.
It's never the same.
Totally different.
Never the same.
But anatomically, they look pretty good.
Yeah, anatomically in the picture.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel like a lot of companies struggle with size. And I know most of these are all made in China. And it's like, if any of these guys duck hunt, and most all these guys that make these duck hunt, you would think, I think what happens is because you go back and forth, because I kind of know how that stuff works with China.
Yeah.
They send you one finished, and then you're like, oh, yes, no, do this, change this, send it back. It takes a long time. You're going back and forth. And I think what happens is they finally just get tired of going back and forth and say, okay, just do it.
Yeah.
And then they'd start paying them and doing all that stuff. They paid them while they're too. They told me, Rogers actually told me the process. It's pretty neat. Mm-hmm. The process that they, you got the carver. The guy carves it. They pick a carver. The guy carves it out. Then they send the prototype to China, and China does a mold, and then you do go from there. So really, if the size, so I don't know if maybe it's the carver that's not making the size right. Because if it's a mold, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah. It should be a replica.
It should be right then, exactly the right size. So maybe it's the carver that's having the issue. I'm not really sure on that. Looks like they came out. I don't know if that's. Yeah, it does say new. They came out with the Migration Series Canada silhouette. I don't know. Those one or the other. I mean, like everybody has silhouettes. I don't think one looks better than the other. To be honest with you, it's like okay, there's another silhouette. But I think as a company, every company should have silhouettes. I mean, all it is, if you think about it, is just a picture, a full-size body picture of a goose or a duck. I don't know how you can mess that up too bad, really. And then you got Lifetime Decoys or Flex Float Mallards. I like those. They're super light. I was filming one the other day, a mallard. They just came out with green wings.
Oh, okay.
In the pictures, they look good. I haven't seen them in person. But super light, man. I don't know. I don't know if those are lighter than the Dakota Decoy packables, but they're really light. If you take the little weights out on the side, they're really light. Then you got Final Approach's live full body specs, 150 for 6. I don't know. What do you think's fair?
Well, decoys. I mean, goose decoys are like
expensive.
Yeah, and I think too is us not. I wouldn't say we're not goose hunters really. Mm-hmm. We shoot geese, but we're not goose hunters. Mm-hmm. It's just like
it's not our
cup of. It's not,
what is it?
Our
5% of our.
Yeah, it's like
if that.
Yeah, I mean,
I want that to change a little bit. I'm trying to slowly get into it, but still, I will hands down pick duck hunting all day long over goose hunting. What about you? You feel the same way?
I've never went like on a I would say a goose hunt. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know how it would be to experience it. I mean, I'd like to go to like
just guessing
like a depredation hunt. That'd be
like
fun.
A snow hunt. Oh,
like
that
a snow
would be a
hunt
blast.
Or something like that. Something like that.
But I mean, if you were to pick, like, okay, you can only do one or the other.
I like
rest
duck
of your life.
hunting.
Yeah,
I like duck hunting.
Yeah, you do. You say that like.
Yeah, I prefer to duck hunt.
I like it. It's cool. Let's see. On the next page, you got the SX decoys. I've never heard of them.
SX.
It's the fully flocked sandhill trout. You're supposed to stay with me, Travis.
No, you think you skipped a page?
No, I did. That's the page I'm on.
Where's SX? Oh, okay. You're looking at sandhills, which we can't shoot in California.
No, I know, but like, I've never even heard of that brand. $210 for 2.
Hey, you only need about 50. You'll be good.
Deadly Decoys. Never heard of them.
I don't like the paint scheme. I'm just being honest. I don't like the hens. Got huge like feather patterns. The drakes, he got that. I don't. Yeah.
It does say they're EVA plastic, but yeah, I mean,
I don't like that one drake. How you can see like his whole speculum of his wings like all hanging out. I don't know. If I was just, if I'm the kind of person like, I look at it and I'm like, you know what? I don't like
the mallards aren't that bad, but
with so many options out there,
I know,
that's not something that I would pick.
No,
Just being honest.
And what's weird is when you see you got world champion carvers, it's like, like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I just don't think it looks like a duck floating. You know what I'm saying? Like half his wings hanging out. You know, like the top drakes. Yeah. It just doesn't. To me, it doesn't look natural. The hens. I mean, of course, we're looking at it's so much different person, but the hens, if they're that light, they're almost a yellow looking thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care for that.
Yeah, it's not my.
I don't really care for that.
Well, let's the dye bombs. You got the V2AF silhouettes.
Those look really gray. Like I said,
really gray, dude.
It could
like
just
really
be
gray.
Yeah, it doesn't look natural.
That's what I'm wondering if it's the photo they sent.
It could be the photo
because that don't look.
Yeah, and that kind of I think in a sense you could do a disservice to a company.
I know
when the printing is not an accurate representation.
Can you imagine?
Of that.
Can you imagine it all comes out
because it costs money.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, it costs.
Who knows what they paid to be in this?
I don't know if they paid to be in this or not.
I'm sure they did.
You know what I'm saying? But you'd want an accurate representation of your product.
But here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
You're sending the picture though. So
but
you send the picture. So the only way it can get messed up is if the printing company changes the shade. Because I mean
that
look
looks
at
like
these coots.
That looks like a black and white. Like maybe if you were night vision hunting.
It does, dude.
I mean that's what it looks like to me.
It definitely does. Like because I'm going back looking at these other ones.
Yeah.
I mean look at that difference.
Yeah.
Like with the Dakotas. Yeah, that could totally be a printing issue, or they just sent a bad picture. Who knows?
Yeah.
Then the coots, I kind of said something about that, but I mean,
I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm not a huge coot person. I think maybe if you had them that bobbed underneath the water, you know what I'm saying? Made goofy sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
But who wants to, I don't know. Teach his own, but I wouldn't want to haul out, 50 dozen coots.
Right. No, I mean, yeah, it seems like you kind of got to do a lot to, I don't know. Whatever, it's a confidence decoy. I've used them.
Yeah.
I didn't actually take them out, I don't think, once last year. Because like you said, it's more decoys.
Yeah, it's just more stuff.
All right, what do you think? Have you seen the videos of this new AVNX Power Flight Mallard? Mojo?
No. Has it got a different motion to its wing, I would assume?
It looks really good, but you know how we are with... I think they put some time into this. The way they did the wing and the way when it spins, I was like, wow, that looks really good. Yeah.
So there must be a video on it. I'll have to watch it.
Look how good they did on... I mean, they actually went all the way down to the toenails.
Like there's kind of like locked up coming in.
Yeah.
Feet down.
But dude, it's... I'll see that I have the... $199. 200 for a Mojo.
Yeah.
Let me see here. This one says spinning wing decoys are in the market in the late 90s.
Patent pending angel wing.
Yeah, that's brand new.
So I wonder if it gives... Okay, like so most spinning wing decoys, right, is just going in a circular rotation. Like if you watch a bird, when he's going to land, his they call it angel wing, so it's actually like his so you got your basically your my anatomy's not working, but basically their wings come up, right, and they come up like an angel. They come up really high like this right here, and then they like kick it back. And that's kind of what they're trying to emulate with that, instead of just like
it
spinning
looks like
in a circle. You know what I'm saying?
I'll grab a video of it and show you too real quick.
Especially if you see a bird in slow motion when they're coming in.
Yeah.
Like the wings will go up like, and they call it angel winging.
That's something
like that, but higher.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like straight up.
Yeah.
If we were like this, I'll show you a video of it real quick. It looks really good. What's it called?
I'd have to watch that just to see what it looks like.
Yeah, a Power Flight Mallard. Here, and it comes with the remote, 2 modes, the intermittent and the full spin.
I like the remote idea because who wants to go out there and turn a Mojo off every 10 minutes?
Well, not only just the remote,
or just, you know what I'm saying?
But dude,
you can hit
actually,
it, you can turn it off when they're coming. When
just
to
put it on intermittent though, just alone put it on intermittent, because I think that's what kills us too. We've always used a solid spinning. Look at,
that's a little different, I would think.
It gives a different look for sure.
Yeah, it's a different look
than your typical.
Yeah,
it gives that high wing look.
Because of that high, high wing.
It looks pretty good, but $200, man. I mean, that's expensive.
Yeah, but if you killed,
but if it brings them in,
more birds. I mean,
just look at the back of the wings.
Yeah, they're much higher. I mean,
it
looks more. Yeah,
it looks more natural. I think they really put some time into this. The flash now, I don't know how good the flash. I'm trying to fast forward and see if there's anything in the. No, there's not really. I was gonna see what the flash really looks like when it's outside spinning. I don't think it creates as much flash as like a regular white and black, though. I mean, that's a cloudy day when they're filming this, but
yeah,
it's hard to say. But it's pretty neat. I mean, they're AVNX got in the market now. It's their first, and then we already know what we think about the Higdon pulsators. Those are.
I like them a lot.
We like them a lot, and they're very
Yeah, I think that with this new system where it's like the internal battery versus the other ones that were hardwired, I think, or something.
They're very reliable. They work every time. You charge them up.
Yeah,
they work.
The only thing I noticed with those, and just an honest opinion, like some of them, I think it's just a random draw. Like some of them are louder than others. Yeah. You can hear the little motor running, and some of them much more louder than others. Some of them are really quiet. So, I mean, if they could eliminate that noise, that little. That would be nice. I don't know how they'd do that, but
yeah, some will be quiet and you'll never hear them, and then others super loud.
Yeah, super loud.
Yeah. We got the Dave Smiths, Travis. We know you love the Dave Smiths. $300 for 10. That's all you need is for those juvenile snow full bodies.
Yeah,
they're incredible though.
They make an incredible product.
They do. They charge an incredible price.
Yeah, it's like the Ferrari Lamborghini of decoys in a sense, but I mean they do look good. They're well carved. I've never heard anything derogatory about Dave Smith, any of their products. Their turkey decoys are phenomenal looking too.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, they look great.
Aren't they like $300 for a Tom or something?
I don't know, but they look really.
They look amazing really looking.
They did a good job on those.
Yeah. What do you think about these big owls, dude? I think they actually look really good. The right here, the specs, the Ken White Super Spec Pack.
Are these full bodies? What are these?
They're the Silos.
Oh, they're Silos.
Yeah,
they look
really good, huh?
This is some excellent photography too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did a good job.
They look very natural.
They do. Well, and go another page over. Oh wait, I'm sorry. This page. Just the same page, just on the other side. Look how good those honkers look too. They got one they got one stretched out with the band on his leg. They got the one turned back looking. They look really good, huh? Like they've definitely done some poses that I have not seen on any other brand. Another thing jumping over kind of is the BB Waterfowl, the duck poles with the feet, where you can make your floaters actually full body, like standing full bodies.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen those before. You just slide the kill onto the legs. I think Trent's getting bored. Might burn. I don't think we're going to make this two separate ones. We'll just go through it. And even though there is kind of a lot of stuff still left.
Yeah, we're just like halfway through.
I know. We could probably end this one. Maybe we'll just end this one and we'll come back on part 2, guys, on the next one. Just going over this. If you guys haven't picked one of these up, you should pick one of these up, these Wildfowl magazines up, and follow along with us. And
yeah, it's not like we don't need more gear. We always need. Every year you need more gear. Somehow, some way, magically.
It's okay. Our wives get Target and Starbucks. My wife,
Amazon,
yesterday,
dude.
all she needed, well, that too, but my wife's like, oh, I got to go get some water. Sarah's like, I got to go get some water. I'm like, oh, where are you going? Mart? No, Target. I go, yeah, okay. I know exactly where that's.
Do you guys do the whole where they do the online order and you just go drive up there and pick it up?
Yeah, but I don't know. She just likes to go in the store because she'll get a Starbucks and then she'll get her water. They were gone for 3 hours, dude. Her and James Burgess' wife. They're both named Sarah. And me and James both knew what they're doing. Like, okay, yeah, Mart's right here. You can go get 5 gallons of water right here, but instead you're going to drive all the way across town to get water at Target. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I just don't know. My wife, she's in Montana right now, and
you're probably saving money.
I think I got 3 or 4 Amazon packages that
say Tamara, McDonald on it. Yeah, I get all excited.
But it's stuff she uses. I know. I mean, I'm not complaining. You know.
No,
it could be worse, right? But
well, if they didn't have that, it wouldn't be. Well, let's start another one, guys. We'll see you on the next episode. We'll do a part 2 of this. We'll see you on the next one.